Make no mistake about it, officer. It was Dundee, Hamilton, Aberdeen and back again. I can assure you, officer.
Welcome to A Pint and Two Shots, coming to you from the G4 podcast studio, with part-time pundit and average actor Stephen Purden, and bringing a wealth of knowledge and questionable patter, it's our no-nonsense dafty Chris Toll. Completing our front three, it's the man himself, all the way from the tap end of Stevenson, it's Grado!
Welcome to A Pint 2 Shots. It's a podcast, it's a football podcast, live here in the studios the day after the Old Firm game. Rangers free, Celtic free, Shellsuit Bob's in attendance, Belly.
Hello, baby.
And Toll's here as ever.
So Stephen's not been able to make it tonight, and we've got Barry White in his place.
I love you, baby. Just the way you are, baby. Come on, sing it with me. That's Marvin Gaye, mate.
No, it's not.
Sexual Healing's Marvin Gaye.
But I was singing Sexual Chocolate,
I thought you were singing
which is Mark
Sexual.
Henry's theme song.
Oh.
WWF Music Volume 4.
So it is. Spotify playlist. Rap. Spotify Wrapped.
Come on, mate.
Aye, man.
It's a fan of
So,
Marvin
so
Gaye.
we're going to play some of your favourite songs from the summer of 1998.
Wait, he's been up to
Well,
Well, let's talk about it. Just get right into the old football.
Hangman 8 get in the football this week. It was wow. It was
For the neutral.
for the neutral.
Stevie and I were driving home after the podcast last week, and I went like to him. Imagine it was one of the three each numbers.
We were talking
Well,
about.
what does my feather always put on?
Did he put it on this week?
Yes.
Did he? 3 each?
I always
Well,
puts it on. So
fuck
I don't know. He probably put about 2 pence on it. It's probably got about £27.
Well, £27 better off in his pocket.
Aye, exactly.
In fact, tell him that can buy your chippy.
In Coatbridge.
Oh, I would. He's going to Cobridge. I've never been Cobridge.
The thing is, son, I'll never be in Coatbridge.
But see the guy that does the chippy, is he get good hip scores?
Mate, I had to go and hot the dog the other day with somebody coming, gave it a jag to finish. I don't know. There's a certain word where it's if she's at the right
Ovulating.
time to ovulating.
Aye.
Well done.
Aye, humans do that too.
Aye.
But but he thinks he's getting bumped
Oh, what did he say?
because the
Why
guy
did he
texts
think
back.
he's
The guy texts back saying she's no ovulating. Something like it was ovulating, but no, it's a dog version. I don't know.
Dogulating.
Ovulating.
So we're off. There we go.
She's no dogulating.
Aye.
He's
You need to be rough more often on this show.
oh, rough.
Hey! Right, that's
This must
enough.
be-
I came in and woke up this morning.
That's we're starting to let the tail wag a dog.
Ben Sounder is out here. So he's
Can
obviously.
you pause after I drink, Ben?
Aye, that's-
Oh, that's enough.
I was one, 2 minutes.
Ah, no, mate.
You know what he knows all about 1 2 many let to cut him.
Right, I'll take the lead. Right. But he actually,
I hope you weren't driving last night, you might get collared.
That's too many.
Come on, one more.
come on. So he thinks he's getting bumped because the guys went, no, I need to come back down and do it again for the week. He's fucking at it. But Dad, he's not at it. She's not ready yet. When she's ready to be
Pumped.
sauté,
Yes. Sorry.
you'll know. So, get another jag tomorrow. So
Do you know that dogs just call it style?
What?
Fuck, man.
Go that.
I love how he says, let's just get right into the football
I
this
know,
week.
man. What we like, can't take us anywhere.
What you like?
Yeah, we like. Well, here's what I feel about it.
Okay.
Crazy game. And at 2-0, you would be daft not to say to take 3 each. And a lot of folk at full time felt like, oh, it's a good result. But actually, when you take a step back, I think it's a better draw for Celtic. Do people agree?
Well, that's what I said.
I think it is. But you know, you see it, both Rangers fans and Celtic fans always have it. We just need to win every game.
Yeah,
We just need to win every game right to the end of the season. It's all. Well, if that was it, I mean, it's the same with Ross County. Ross County just need to win every game and they'll win the league. Do you know what I mean?
do. You're right.
It's true, but
I know.
It's a better result for Celtic, I think. It is.
It does work out that way, but it was a spectacle. I never seen the game live, as you know.
you never did you know?
He was in the
I was
bars,
in the
remember?
bars,
He's working.
Mate, what are you doing? We did a football podcast.
But Ben came along to the bars and we filmed in the bars yesterday, so
Alright.
you'll see my reaction to all the goals. Me getting told
wow.
all the goals.
Oh,
and all
right.
that.
So So, hold on, you were going, Rangers 1-0. Did you say like Rangers are up?
No,
Rangers going to beat 1-0 in like 10 seconds?
Grado, I was standing and my phone went and I thought, well, that's just the notification for the kickoff, and I took my phone out and it was 1-0 and I'm like, damn, Celtic are fucking scored.
Oh man,
I sat down, man. Me and the boys are sat down, you're jumping about, carrying on before the game, and you're getting right G'd up for it, man. The game kicks off. As soon as the words left my lips, I went, right, Rangers, come on, right for the first whistle.
Aye.
Fuck,
were you
man,
in the game?
Aye.
No, it's just the way you said that, you were carrying on.
No,
So wait,
you're saying that laugh.
What was it like? Grado, what was it like being in amongst...
What were you doing?
Having a laugh.
Tig. You're that. Mate, it's a game starter. Oh, they've scored, you almost.
Oh no! We always said whoever was hit when the first goal went in had to buy the pies at half time.
But mate, do you know it was that way? Like, do you know?
Can I ask you? No, what was it like being in amongst the common folk again?
What? What are you talking about?
Even Nicola said it when I said he was doing the hang at Ibrox. Nicola was like, man, it's only time he fucking goes to a game.
Mate, I was doing a bit of comparing and all the rest of it. We'll get into that bit now. We'll get into it a wee bit. But can I tell you
Yes.
what it was like to what it was? Do you know that way? It was almost like folk were going, I don't know if you get it, but it was like almost comical a wee bit, wasn't it? It was like, you were joking, wasn't it? It was rather, it was...
Aye.
I took the wind right out of the
Aye, it was completely like, it just was like, because you know what, I know fun games like the build up and all that, you know, the crowd right for the get goes usually, and
Or
it
the
just went
T4
bang.
or the fireworks going off and
All
everything.
that, mate.
18 seconds
just
later or
went
something, you're like, oh, for fuck's
Aye.
sake.
Do you not think that, see when other fans are there, it makes it worse?
It does make it worse,
'cause it's just
because it's like, you hear a noise and that's fine, you know, but it's like,
You
it's
just
such
hear
a weird...
pin drop, man. It was
Aye.
just so, it was silence, man.
Aye. But anyway,
And it's a
So-
point for another day, but I hate...
what was
I
it? What was
don't
the
like
Hibs
it
score
with
at the
it.
weekend?
They get beat 2-1 after Johnson.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What?
I thought we were just talking about football and you
No,
just
we
want
need
to
to talk about Old Firm, man.
Oh, you
I'm
can't...
only joking.
Yeah, I can't say.
I'm only joking. But I was right, wasn't I? I said he should have played either for the start.
Mate, it's funny you say that. aye.
Kyogo never really done much in the
Because
game.
mate, they could, and like you always say, or it's you that always says it, especially for that first goal,
Aye.
you need to be switched on when that Maeda's running about. Come on,
How many
Americans
times
be
has
caught
Taft
out.
played against Maeda? And
And
you're like,
he's-
and it's the way he does that when he's running as if calm down,
I've
calm
got
down.
it.
And you're like, what? You see Maeda and you're going, what is he doing here?
Why is he saying calm down when there's
I mean-
an angry Japanese man running at 90 mile an hour behind him?
And by the way, he doesn't stop, doesn't he? Like,
No, he doesn't
I
stop.
mean, surely you're thinking the game starts off complete concentration, but the first to everybody, it completely spooked the team. That first half,
First half was like the banter years again.
mate, you've nailed it, right? So
I
it was-
watched the whole game last night.
Oh, did you?
I watched the
Really
whole
bad.
game last night.
Rangers were. It was.
At least 4-0 could have been Celtic, at
Aye,
least.
it
Aye,
was.
see if
the
it's not
first
for
half.
Butland.
Aye.
It's a cricket score. in the
Maeda's
first
got to
half.
score. He's
Yep.
got to score that one, and then the save for O'Reilly Cedar was some
Aye.
save.
And the one that
Kyogo
Kyogo
had a
was in at
chance.
the back, the back
Mate,
post
he
as well.
shot it, but he shot
Mega.
it. See if he
Mega.
gets to see done that's a goal.
I know.
But it was the first half was horrible, man.
It was
horrible.
like, you know, sometimes you go, oh, what you doing booing the team at half time? That team deserved to be booed at half time. I don't care what you say to let them know how to get up. No, they did, mate. They
Mate,
did.
that performance.
It was.
Come on, man.
I mean, see if you look at the stats on our new fancy screen here. We'll get the stats up, eh? They're at the bottom of the page here. Look at that.
Rangers couldn't handle Celtic's press yesterday first half.
Mate, no, they couldn't.
They couldn't. But where was your press? It was like.
Aye, Lawrence was anonymous. He wasn't. The highest player that the pitch tried to support Dessers at the time was Lundstrom. And you're looking at it going, what? There's no shape. And every time Button's getting the ball to Goldson or getting the ball to Suter, even the pass for Suter to Goldson's putting you in trouble. They couldn't get out at all.
Do you know what summed up the first half for me? It was the point of the match where Scott Wright takes a touch and passes it back, and the whole crowd just kind of lost it. And I thought, Scott Wright.
He's terrible.
He should. I don't think he deserves to be starting an Old Firm game.
He doesn't deserve to be starting any games for us now. He's how many chances has that boy had?
Remember,
He's had
remember
so
he'd
many
signed
chances.
for an team. Remember he signed and
He said
then
he
all
didn't
went.
want to go.
But
man.
what's Barris saying? Well, you must have to want to take a look at yourself. I mean, if it wasn't for Sterling,
Mate, I'll tell
played
you
a good game.
the biggest person that has to take a look at yourself, man. See Goldson. Goldson.
Wow.
I think he's got to be on the road out. He's got to be. You can't keep going with him.
The older he gets, the worse he gets.
Aye. Him and Tav are your two tried and tested in these games. You think, right, you know what it's all about. And see yesterday, the two of them, like Tav, to be fair to Tav the boys to stand up and take that penalty, but see that, he was petrified of Maida. Petrified. And Goldson was just oil the camp, man. Oil the camp.
I don't know what it is with Goldson, but like you said, listen, they were completely spooked for that first goal. It looked as if at half time Celtic are going to come out here. If they get a goal, then, as in Toll's word, it's complete curtains. But they came back out. We'll talk about the second half. They came back out second half. I believe Rangers get a penalty.
No, we need to talk about the penalty.
The penalty. All right, so
what the fuck's Goldson doing, man?
Aye, that's a penalty. That's a penalty all day long. I think Clement. That's one of the only times I've
Jumping
heard
for a
Clement
header like
speak.
AJ Styles. Like
There you go. Aye.
Like, and the everybody's like, the referee got all the calls right. The referee got all the calls wrong. VAR got all the calls right. So what you need to say is, VAR, fair fucks to VAR, do you know what I mean? We're quick enough to slag
Do you know, it's funny, right? Because it's weird. It was one of the film get right. So we'll obviously get to the goals, but I just want to say that when was it Dessler that scored to make it 2 each and it get
Chopped off.
I didn't jump up because I saw it a mile away. I saw it a mile away. He gets clipped, and I thought, right, if we score here, that's definitely getting cried back. And I'm seeing the ball running in the pitch, and I'm going, what are you doing? I'm like, this is going to get called back without a doubt. And of course it did.
He's got the fucking corner flag and getting up like that, you know what I mean? But what about the fact that there was only one offside in the game as well? That's unusual.
That's weird.
There was only
Especially
one
when
offside.
Dessler's a no man, he's a king.
He lives offside.
I know, man, he's a king. By the way, I thought Dessler's, man,
Dessler had a decent game. I felt he was doing doggies all day, man. Nobody was helping him, man. I thought he done all right.
Run a bit, only guy pressing as well, and so
Dessler's.
What I think? Peer Dessler's.
Baby.
Peer Cyril. Oh, Cyril, son. Second half, Rangers got a penalty. Am I getting this right?
Aye,
Rangers got a penalty. Fabio Silva.
His antics were disgusting me during the game. It was disgusting,
It was.
man.
I
See the
saw
one
back
that
in the
Johnny
telly.
runs into Johnson and he's rolling about as if Johnson's something with a baseball
Aye.
bat.
I mean,
man.
it was a penalty. Nobody's got to tell me
No,
that isn't a penalty.
I think it was a
It's
penalty as well.
It's-
And the reason I think it's a penalty, right, and I'll tell you this, and I'll probably get dogs abuse for this, right, but he gets a touch on the ball, but after that, he lifts his leg up.
His leg is so high. It's up
Do
his
you know what
thigh,
I mean?
nearly. It's up his thigh.
See if you're not trying to obstruct that guy, you get your leg out the way of that, and he had time to get his leg out the way as well.
So see that clash you're talking about where
He runs into Johnson.
and you see it right,
Aye.
and he's doing this.
Oh, and they know that.
Going,
They know that.
right, and I'm going.
God in his face.
And
And
mate, and it's funny, it just shows you, right, how see with stuff like that, even if it's your own players, you can always turn around and go, get a fucking grip. Don't you? Like, it doesn't matter who you know, it doesn't matter who you're playing. If your player's getting on like that, you go, because I'm going, get back in half if it's that fair.
aye, he's a hungry. I think that's. He's showing himself up.
Do you know what I mean?
He's showing himself up a bit.
Oh, mate, it was disgusting the way he was behaving, man. It was. And he didn't have a touch of a good
It's winding
game.
up thinking about it now, just seeing him going,
Why did he do that when they know there's VAR? But
I know.
I know.
They're going to look at it.
They're going to look at it.
10 times now.
Aye, exactly. Nah, it was poor, man. It was just rotten, man.
So, but then Tav scores a goal. Cool, calm,
Good
collected.
penalty.
Great
Good
penalty. Matt O'Reilly's penalty was a cool penalty as well. That was a
It's a
great.
set of boys and all trying that.
It was a good pen.
It was a good penalty.
Terrifying.
But you could tell, see, when they were checking it, and Matt O'Reilly, I said to Tam, I went, look at the way he's walking down. He was then keep you up, he's walking down with the ball. So he was so cool, you're going, he's no missing this. He was actually then keep you up for the halfway line.
Was
man.
he?
I was like, Tam, he's got to bury this, man. Like, you just knew it.
Aye.
But
It's angry, like, see with Tavernier, he had missed his last two before that.
That's right.
So you're thinking,
Same goal, you know,
you're thinking
Marshall.
he's maybe in his own head a wee bit.
not even just that, the game he's having.
Exactly.
He was having
So
a
fair-
nightmare.
aye, fair play to him.
Fair play to him doing that.
He always does stun up.
Aye. He had
Started
that.
to.
He's not a shrinking violet. You're right, he's not a shrinking violet, but he's always disappointed, isn't he?
Aye, mate, is.
Disappointed.
After that, I feel Matondo coming on.
Matondo don't seem like him on.
Matondo
Just goes.
He's no longer my favourite.
Better
Rangers player.
pace.
With his beautiful
Didn't I
face.
say I know he'd be player of the year? Did I say that?
What a fucking goal, buddy.
But then people say play for the step, but you can. It's always good to say that in hindsight, innit?
Mate, I think there's players that when you play them for the start, Mikey Johnson's a perfect example. You play him for the start, never turns up. Bring him on, impact sub.
Impact sub.
He's
gets a
turning up for
goal.
West Brom for the start these days.
I know, but that's a lower level. You know what I mean? That's a lower level than
But I
the
think-
Scottish beautiful Premiership.
If this game at that park, but which by the way I tuned in to watch some of the game on Saturday, but didn't stop them for having a tremendous game. What was it? 2-0.
3-2
They
to Motherwell, wasn't it?
3-2 to Motherwell at the weekend. If this game goes on, I think they've got to
Beach
start.
football's always been entertaining, but
I mean, that isn't it ridiculous? But I think they've got to start Seaman Matondo for the start, Rangers, and
I think you're looking at it going, when they took him on, it was no coincidence. Rangers were pressing better, they had a bit of pace. Like you'd Scott Wright and Silva, it just wasn't working, man. But then when they took him on, it did give you a wee. And Seema getting his goal, I was happy to see that as well. I was happy to see him.
Seaman gets his goal what in the 86, is it, maybe?
86 minutes since they go 3-2 up in 88.
Again, it was one of the ones.
I was walking down to tell somebody that it was 2 each, and by the time I got to them, it was 3-2 to Celtic.
I know Stephanie was in the boozer. She says everybody's jumping about daft. And then
86 and 87.
Celtic have scored. Celtic have scored. Celtic have scored. She's going calm down.
What do you think you launched from yesterday?
I thought bad as everybody else in the first half.
I genuinely don't think there was a player that stood out on either team.
I would just maybe say Sterling. Well, that's another
Sterling had a good game, man.
Sterling had a good game. Sterling had a good game. Butland's getting the blame, obviously, for
Butland
goal.
stood it. I thought Butland did a great game, right?
Obviously, that goal, man,
He's get beat on his near post, right? But he's obstructed. But I'm making excuses for the fucking Rangers goal here, Jesus, right? But he's obstructed by the boy that's trying to block the shot. So he doesn't actually know the shot's coming in until it's by the defender, and he's not got enough time.
I think he was quite shaky with the body feet yesterday.
He was.
I think
I was
he
getting
didn't
away
have his
with it,
guard. Apart from the two,
But-
the Maeda one, he should save, because Maeda should pick a side easier than that. He puts it at goalie's height, still good save. But the save for the header was a great save. But I think he looked a bit nervy, but yesterday.
Do you know, I think
Joe Hart
maybe
did a good save, I know.
the wind affected the two teams?
Aye, the wind
that
was
was
in
a-
that.
It's a
aye.
grand saying. The wind was going that direction. There was 5 goals into that end.
Aye.
He should have saved it. He does goal. It's right at him, man. He kind of dives there.
Sometimes when it's too close to you, you can't get down in time, but you've got to go with your feet then.
Aye, that's what you were saying.
But that's
yesterday.
your positioning if you can't get to it. But I know what you
Listen,
mean.
I've seen
There's
you
also,
goals, you're not allowed to talk about position.
I'm rusty. What can I say? I was carrying a niggle that morning.
What does that mean?
There's something wrong with my leg.
All right.
Carrying a what?
Niggle.
Oh, I thought you said an ill.
I thought you said an owl.
I thought you said I was carrying an ill.
I says I've watched the game back and then I've watched the highlights as well, and I finally get what you are talking about with Michael Stewart.
Mate,
I really
I
do.
watched.
I've been saying it for years, man.
Mate,
He's the worst.
He's on Twitter last night.
Mate, Grado, that guy should have been wearing a Celtic jersey in the
It was
commentary box.
crazy, man. I heard the goals. He's gone.
He's looking at it, right? He's looking at it. That penalty that Rangers got,
Come
right?
on. If that's a penalty, then I'm telling you now.
the commentator
we're
as well,
picking up and going home.
And the BBC commentator, I'm not sure who it was, they're like, oh, he's giving the penalty. It was the Celtic commentators.
On it, see, Michael, he's not even subtle about it.
Should he get caught out?
I'm just not used to it. It's always usually Kenny Miller or somebody like that, or Chris Boyd.
He get caught
Look,
out.
the officiating is embarrassing. Our game, they've impacted the result in the biggest game of the season. Disgraceful.
I mean, I'm not hearing a lot of people for the Celtic side having that opinion. You don't have that opinion, do you?
That penalty?
Don't
No,
think
the
it's a penalty.
officiating. Actually, when I watched the game last night, I thought to myself, the referees had a good game, but then it was Grant that actually shone a light on it for me. He did get all the decisions wrong. I'll be the first to dig a referee when I think that they've had a terrible game or that, and I'll be the first to ever shout at VAR, like with the Awata penalty and stuff like that, right? But whoever it was in the VAR box, he got them right, man.
Is it Nick Walsh?
You should try and type into Twitter Michael Stewart. Maybe type in Michael Stewart and then penalty.
You can't even just, yeah, no, he's just even, and you can't hear what he
Is
says.
he saying there's nothing in
what's this?
that?
Reaction to that, you're shaking your head.
Nonsense, because okay, there's a collision and there's a coming together. That is not a penalty kick.
Oh,
I mean, really,
I've
if you're
never
giving-
seen that.
Have
That's
you
a
not?
penalty all
That
day.
was last week.
Right.
The game is it a penalty.
He's given it.
Right.
I mean, give up. Seriously.
Aye, that was last week, right? and then something similar happened in it this weekend, and a penalty was not given. And he's gone, nah, that should be a penalty. And it's the exact same fucking.
Easter Road.
Right, look.
Easter Road gets a head on it.
Aye. Yeah, and they're looking at it, Alan.
It's not a penalty, not been given.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
My first reaction was when I saw that was a clear penalty.
Yeah, because you're thinking if he's punched that, the ball's not gone where you would expect it to go. That, how in God's green earth somebody's looked at that and said, aye, fine, is an utter joke.
Did you have a chance, Tom, to have a look at that?
I thought it was
I need to see the actual
know.
It
foul,
reminds
though.
of the Souter one, Mikey.
What one?
The Souter, when he got slapped in the face and you said there was no penalty.
What one?
Was it last weekend?
The one you're going nuts about.
Oh, they're actually digging him on the show.
Oh, look,
It's
sorry.
a similar
there's-
incident.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Oh, crap.
It's something about him, isn't there? There's something like.
He's got a certain.
Aye,
the way he
like
carries
a
himself.
petulant wee.
Aye.
Isn't he? No!
I think he
You
just,
know what I
I
mean?
think he just opens his mouth and lets his belly rumble.
Aye,
To be
aye.
honest with you, do you hear Roy Keane talking about him?
That was brilliant. Oh, instinctive foot. I was so
But he
good, man.
done, didn't he?
Anyway, that man, he said something like, you'll never amount to any apple. Was right.
Never ended up at Gibbs.
He'd be raging at that, but if he's in it, he'd be raging.
Like, sure.
He'd be raging.
Oh, aye.
But how did he talk to him?
Those raging his
I
hips
should
would
file a
be.
complaint.
Those raging his hips would be great though.
I know.
But anyway,
Right,
aye.
let's see that now. Matondo scored a worldie.
That
Finished for
was
each.
a
It was
screamer.
an absolute. Did you hear the
mo-
backstory?
Did you see the movement on the ball?
You hear the backstory about De Bruyne? Where Clement says to him,
Do you let him?
he says, but he slagged him, took a wee pop at him and says something like, maybe you'll make it one day, because he was showing him De Bruyne's goal against Crystal Palace at the weekend. Says, maybe you make it one day. And then Matondo's done his interview after the game. And he's like, well, he said that to me. He's like, so he says, aye, one day will be the day. I'll do it today. And that's how he ran with it.
Is that right?
Aye.
It's funny because on BBC, they interviewed Clement after the game. And he's like, what did you say to them at half time? And he's like, that's between me and my players. And then it cut to interviewing Matondo, and the interview's going, what did he say at half time? He's like, oh, he came in and he basically said he doesn't recognise it. He just basically said that Clement said
Aye,
in
but
his
did you see
routine.
what Clement says? He said, I can't really repeat what my assistant was saying.
Aye.
So that's when Alex Ray.
Aye,
like,
my
sure.
Scottish assistant.
Aye, Scottish assistant. She'll get off, he's not. No, but where does it leave us now, boys? Who's the favourites? Who's going to win
I
it?
genuinely think Celtic are the favourites.
Right, what do you think?
I think because of the reason that the next Old Firm game is to be played at Parkhead, we've not got a great record at Parkhead. We've not got a great record at Ibrox when it comes to Old Firm games. I don't think we've touched them. I don't think we've laid a glove on them in a game that means of any importance.
Since Gerrard was there.
Since Hollander 1-0.
Since Hollander, and by golly, that's a long time ago, boys.
That's a long time
By
ago.
golly, it's a long time ago. So I think you would be
Ben's actually laughing
if you're
now.
a betting man, you would, and you were a neutral, you would put money on Celtic winning the league with that. With that intact, I still believe that Rangers and Celtic have potential to drop points in other games.
Well,
And
that's
why it
been
makes it
my
a wee bit
point. But
exciting.
what I feel is there's merely a togetherness now with the Celtic squad than there has been throughout the rest of the season. See when when the first goal went, even all three of the goals, when it went to the dugout, they were all running towards Rodgers and all that and hugging him and stuff like that. And I think that there's maybe been some choppy waters, but I think that they're more of a unified
The
unit
water's
now.
calmed.
The power of the cuddle.
The power of the cuddle. Well, I gave Stevie one earlier on.
Aye, Ben needs one.
Then I give him a cuddle.
Ben's got something to say. Ben's got something to say.
I was just going to say, as a neutral, watching it, I think Celtic look more likely to drop points in other games.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
I would then give it to Rangers. I think of the problem.
£50 bet, Ben. We need to watch Celtic.
Ben needs to take a back more out to cover the bets.
We need to watch Celtic versus Hearts together.
Here's a question for you, Tope.
Yes.
2-0 up at half time, 2 going on 22, right? 3-2 up. We're like 8 minutes in, just
Still no confident. I'm never confident.
No, you let me finish.
Sorry.
Were you a wee bit raging that you didn't win that game? When you see the first half and you see when you score the time of your third goal and you couldn't hold on.
Do you know, even when the third goal went in, I still wasn't comfortable
Aye,
in
but
it.
when you look back on it, were you raging going, we should have done them today?
See, because I wasn't watching it, I wasn't.
Aye,
I get that.
I
What I
wasn't
mean?
watching it. Aye.
Because I wasn't watching it, I wasn't raging. But there was enough folk in the bars with dodgy fire stick phones for me to see wee bits and bobs of the game.
But
How'd you
see,
get him?
see the thing is, see if we go to the Parkhead and we're winning 2-0 at half time, and then you score with like 8 minutes to go, and you just need to hold on injury time, and you don't win that game, and you go 3-2, you'd be raging.
You'd be gutted.
You would be
But
alright
also-
because you would still technically be 2 points ahead if you've won your games. And I think the Celtic and Rangers game will be the first game after the split.
Oh, they'll definitely.
Oh,
make
they'll
it
get
first.
out of
They
the road
will.
for the
They
old
will.
Polish.
They will. They'll definitely.
Not just that, because the longer the season goes on, the more chance it has of actually being
an actual
a title decider.
Aye.
Which, in all the shit that went on in Glasgow on Saturday night,
That was mental.
you
Sorry,
don't-
coppers,
you
man.
don't want-
How many
Mate,
Polish?
there was 64 police cars
Have you not seen any of
at the
this?
barras. There was apparently 2 groups of supporters, one for each side, running up and down Glasgow Green. There was helicopters out, there was police motors everywhere.
Ben was there with the Ackies, don't I know?
No, it was Ben that sorted it. With his kickboxing.
Holy
Yes,
mackerel,
yeah.
we're getting showed live footage of Glasgow City Centre for Saturday night.
Glasgow City.
It is. It's
I know.
at the barras.
It's at the barras.
Makes you think, what could you get away with? James Blunt was playing on Saturday night at Hydro, was he no?
Maybe
Maybe
that
something to do
was.
with that.
Maybe that was to. Maybe that
Everybody
was
fucking
to.
raising this is shite. Riot!
James Blunt's like, you need to call the police.
64 police cars for a bunch of vegans.
Send them down, honey.
Send the police down, honey. Let us know when they're here, honey.
What's that?
No,
No, we'll just have a... Well, it's just-
Oh, inside jokes.
no, it's
Aye,
not
no,
an inside.
nobody gets it, or the listeners don't get it. Fuck it, you need to include this. This is an inclusive
It
group.
was, it was something you and Cameron said in panel.
sorry, mate.
Oh, right.
Well, sorry.
Ewan was in panel.
You didn't turn panel?
Done panel, was it?
Ewan
Pavilion?
was brilliant.
I didn't know that.
Aye. Turns it down every year.
Oh, you can do the scores this week with the telly.
So we can.
Oh.
We can do the
Scores in the doors.
Scores in the doors, scores in the doors, scores in the doors.
Oh, do you want me to tell you a wee bit about my hosting?
Yes, tell us.
Because I think you'll find this funny. In general, mate, it
What
went.
is this we're doing? You're talking about what?
I was doing something at Ibrox and I was doing a hospitality thing, so I was interviewing a couple of the ex-players and stuff like that. And overall, it went really, really well, but it didn't start off well. So I'm with Barry Ferguson backstage, and I'm like, I've got a couple of things I want to say.
I've got that material.
I've got something on my sleeve.
Aye.
Right, I'm telling you, he's going, that's brilliant, man. They're going to love that. Right,
Walked out on stage like, time for Grado's 3 riddles.
No, but see, because it was in a big tent and all that, I was going on about how I've got heavy Charles Green vibes and all that. And
Aye. I had an AGM on the pitch.
I'll get PTSD here, and I was saying about how Alan McCoy was meant to host it, but he get lifted in Paisley Road West. Officer, make no mistake about it, officer. It was Dundee, Hamilton, Aberdeen, and back again. I can assure you, officer. That's good, right?
That's funny.
That's good. Hope the roof stays on. Because of the wind and all that, we've not got a good track record with roof staying on. Can I mean,
that's funny.
brilliant.
Crickets.
I mean, it was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Let me quit. Looking at me like,
That's because of all that rage.
The occasional one.
It's not that, Steve. They're all that raging that they can't sing the songs anymore. And you struck a nerve, Grado.
Do you know what I guess what me and Grant were saying, mate? I think it's the game you're at.
well,
but-
this is it, right? So I ate shit, right? I ate shit on stage, and I was like, hey,
Did they laugh at that?
No. Well, do you know what I ended up doing? Right, so I goes backstage, right, and Barry went, oh, that one didn't like a wet soak, did it not? I fucking hated this. I was like, do I go back? And then he's like, look, there's no bit, they weren't drinking, they're sitting at their breakfast, it's a big game.
Aye.
They weren't in the mood
There's
for
a lot
any
of tension in
gaga.
there.
There was no gaga on their, do you know what I mean? That was the part that was the part of the schedule. But
Did you want to run off stage?
I was just full of adrenaline because it was going that bad, and it just went with it. So I went back out, and then something which I thought was alright, funny. I was like, come on, boys, I know you're getting heavy, but you need to give me something here. Then that got the laughter, right? I was like, this is my first time doing this. Then I'm telling them about how we Barry Ferguson, and I just was like, off the cuff kind of messed it, and it went alright. It went absolutely brand new.
Did you do any crowd work?
I mean, no.
Well, that's a mark. That's a mark. A good host. See if you don't do crowd work. That's a mark.
I think I said somebody looked like somebody.
Aye.
I can't remember the name. Do you know what I mean?
Speaking about somebody looking like somebody, you've got a haircut. And you know, I think you look a wee bit like, is it Nicholas Raskin?
Raskin, I get that all the time.
Nico Stevely.
Aye, folk were, see, because of the club tie and all that, folk were like, Nico. I was like, it's Graham, mate. It's Graham mixed up.
It's pronounced Grado. That's brilliant. But aye, so let's put a bow on that. The Celtic and Rangers game. Aye, so we'll go on to the scores for the weekend then. Game of the weekend, by the way, except for the Celtic and Rangers and Celtic. Dundee, Motherwell. Dundee are 2-0 up with 10 minutes to go. Motherwell come back on the Copacabana beach and score 3 goals. Another win for Motherwell.
After the week that they had in the back and forth with Dundee, I was happy for Motherwell to get that result. Even though Aki's are massive earlier.
But Motherwell done that. Celtic do it. It's called the unique view. So they get a cameraman behind the goals and you see the goals.
So like a GoPro?
Aye, a unique angle you don't see on the telly, right? Motherwell done it. It was Ben that put me onto it, right? You see when the third goal goes in. Ben, can you bring it up?
Great stuff.
Wait till you see this, man. It's class.
Aye.
It's absolutely class. But
as I say, because of that game had more than... There was a lot of emotion in it because of the whole...
Because you're looking at it going,
you're
looking at that pitch in the morning when they're trying to do the pitch inspection, you're going, you don't want your players playing on that.
No.
Here it's here, boys. Look at that sellout crowd.
That's a booking.
Well, not if you're Dessers, it's not.
Or does he not get booked?
So, anyway, what a result for Motherwell at the end. That's pure passion, but do you know what I mean?
Why did Arsenal Johnson not get a second booking?
What?
Why did Arsenal Johnson not get a second booking?
Because he wasn't playing in that game. Right, so but look at it, it's brilliant, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Royal Rovers.
When you actually hear the players getting at the beginning and all
I know
that.
what you mean.
And then
Did you see the sponsor on the front of the shirt?
G4 claims. Yes, G4
Brilliant, man.
Hibs, St Johnson.
Didn't he have had a car crash there?
Did you see Craig Levine?
It was great to see G4 claims in front of their shirt. It's great to also probably suggest that we should maybe advertise it there now. What do you mean good?
I say, didn't he have had a car crash there, hadn't he?
Surely you can't be bored doing that night, the shit.
I can't be bored doing anything.
Well, come on,
so wait a minute.
Why are you starting the shit?
Right, listen, here, hold on a second, Grado.
This is what he does.
Hold on.
Come on, I can't say nothing to you.
Right, wait a minute, Grado, hold on. You two need to take a second here. Ben, roll the video. A car crash?
Car crash!
Oh. This podcast is sponsored by G4 Claims. G4 Claims.
100% your claims. G4 Claims. G4 Claims. If you've been involved in an accident that wasn't your fault, get in touch with G4 Claims on 01698 767 172. That's 01698 767 172. Nicole and the gang
I get travel
will
sick.
sort you out with a like-for-like vehicle replacement. Will take all the hassle out of your hands and they will just deal with everything. So give them a call, alright? 100% of your claims. G4 Claims. G4 Claims. Not a thought claims.
After that, Hibs and St Johnstone. Stop a fake laughing.
I suppose we should. Mate, you know what I'm like when I'm hungover?
I know, man, I know. You've got
I'm the worst.
I know.
Absolute worst. So it went on to Hibs versus St Johnstone.
Craig Levine was funny after this game.
St Johnstone took the lead with Sidibe in the 49th minute, and then Cadden, friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Good finish for him.
Great goal, I saw it.
56th minute, and then Gallagher for St Johnstone on the 81st minute. Absolutely vital win for St Johnstone. However, Livingston managed to somehow get a draw against Aberdeen when Aberdeen scored in the 92nd minute. Get chopped off by VAR. Get chopped off for VAR. St Mirren 1, Heart of Midlothian 2. So overall, it's a decent weekend after Kilmarnock beat Ross County. A decent weekend for St Johnstone. On to the Championship, Airdrie beat Morton 3-1.
On Airdrie.
Dunfermline, Partick Thistle 1 each draw. Inverness, Caledonian Thistle 2, Arbroath 1. Queen's Park 0, Dundee United 5.
Oof. They've had a bit of form now, Dundee United.
They have, but Wraith managed to keep up again with a 2-1 victory against there.
Yes.
I'm just seeing Queen's Park and I'm laughing. Obviously, Willie Hockey that owns Go Radio, he was in the Blue Room.
Oh, was he?
Billy was there, and all young Billy was there, and I'm going, Billy, come and meet my boss. I'm like, Huey. Huey. I'm like, meet Billy, this is Huey, my boss. And I'm like, Billy's like, and I'm like, sorry if I've been calling you Huey, it's Willie. I think it's because Willie Hockey, Huey Hockey. Huey, come here. Huey.
Alright, Jack, I'm Jack.
So then we go on to the League One. Falkirk got a 5-1 victory against Cove Rangers, carrying on after their 7-1 last week.
Free scoring Bairns.
It's 13 goals in the last, 12 goals.
I'm not good at math.
I'm terrible at math. You seen me try to count earlier on.
12 goals.
12 goals.
12 goals in the last 2 games. That's tremendous for Falkirk. Annan lost 3-1 to Hamilton Academical City.
Who are massive.
They are massive. Edinburgh City 0-0 with Montrose, Grado.
Montrose are playing well this year.
Sorry, the Edinburgh City game got abandoned after about 20 minutes because of the wind.
The adverse weather.
Mate, did you see some of the planes trying to land at Edinburgh Airport? There's one of my cockpit view, mate, and it's the best footage I've saw of a crosswind, because you never really get to see because of the light with a crosswind. Mate, it was unreal, man. The technique.
Queen of the South 1, Kelty Hearts 2, Stirling 1, Alloa 5. Right, bring that video up, man. And then week 2, we'll get that out of the way, and then we'll watch the aeroplane video. Bonnie Rig Rose 2, Peterhead 2, Clyde 1. Another victory for Clyde. They're off the bottom of the league.
Bully Wee.
The Bully Wee are off the bottom of the league.
The Bully Wee are big.
The Bully Wee are medium. Everywhere we go. Elgin 2, Spartans 2, 4-0 Dumbarton. Your team Stevie 2. Stenhousemuir 0, East Fife 0. So that's all the scores for the weekend.
Did you enjoy doing it in the screen?
Do you know what I did? I did, because I don't like having to and then go out.
Watch this. Watch this, mate.
I don't like this.
What?
Mate, it's how calm. Look at that. Look at that.
That's good. That's good one.
If you're listening on Spotify and that, you can jump over to the YouTube. You can watch these videos.
It's a good shout, Ben.
Boys.
And
just
that,
wondering what they're talking about.
I mean, look, at that
Ben,
point,
can you put links to videos on the timeline of our video?
How do you mean?
Like,
you'll be able to put this up.
Put a timeline. Can you link to another video on the timeline?
What? And just what?
I can.
Wait to see the phone.
I can link all these videos in the description if anyone wants to watch them in full.
Excellent. Oh mate, that's giving me the absolute curly toes.
I know what.
That was the old Aberdeen manager there.
What's it really?
Warnock. Let's scroll to the end there, Ben. Look, there he's there on the left.
By the way, not a Bevan sight on to shoot.
I no wonder it's on the fucking ceiling. Aye, so that's the Wind actually get 2 assists for Hamilton Accies at the weekend there.
Is that right? It was that bad, was it? You said that?
Oh mate, it was horrendous.
Was it?
Really, really bad?
Because Annan's it's like no cover in Annan, it's like terracing and all that, so there's no cover whatsoever, mate. I put a video clip up on Twitter, one of the goals, mate. It was ridiculous.
But did you go down to Annan? Did you go be her on the motor then, or the train?
No, on the motor, mate. And see the wee country roads and all
that.
Did
you get sweeties and that, you and your pals?
Me and my mate Ewan share a car, mate. We take turns and go get a wee car sharing.
What kind of sweets we use?
We don't take sweets, mate.
Chuddy gum now?
We're grown-ups, mate. We just sit.
We're grown-ups.
Oh, you're very, very condescending.
We're grown-ups. We're away to fight with teenagers up in Annan.
Up in Annan? Annan's is more done.
Aye, do.
Can't get any more done than Annan.
Aye, but we're currently in London.
There you go.
Yeah, that's funny.
Live from the G4 podcast studio in London.
at the O2 Arena. Aye, so it's Norwich came in the other day. My tickets for Bungie's next fight.
Oh.
Bungie's fighting at Cage Warriors, and it's at Braehead Arena.
Oh.
So I'm looking forward to it. Have you ever been to an MMA
I've
fight?
never been to it.
So Conor McGregor versus Daniel Sorier or Serrera or the Cowboy Cerrone.
Cerrone, you were there?
Aye.
Why you on
Matt McConaughey was there and all that. I was at UFC.
Why you on there?
I did a bit with Stephanie.
No, you know.
I did. I can assure you I did.
That's a Jimmy Hill moment for me.
It was gallus. No, I swear to God. Mate, I'm not joking.
Really? You've been to a UFC and...
I was about 13 staying or not.
You were?
Mm-hmm.
Thought you could have fought Conor McGregor.
I know. I'll show you.
Are you for real, aye? You,
Mate, I
He's telling the
swear.
truth, mate.
aye, I would love to go and see a Conor McGregor
It was
fight.
amazing. And do you know the fight was about fucking 20 seconds long, but I didn't
Aye,
care. I was
and do you
actually
want to know
glad.
something? Cowboy Cerrone's my favourite fighter.
Is he really?
Aye.
You'd have loved it then,
Aye, I've got a photo with him because I'm a pure mark.
Oh, have you got a photo with him?
Aye.
There we are, look.
Cowboy, me and Cowboy.
Outside of something arena in Vegas.
So it is.
Let's see, mate.
That's the T-Mobile arena,
Aye.
Graham.
Mm-hmm.
That's good that you
Where's
got a
my-
picture outside it. Show me one inside it. Oh no, my phone's crashed.
Oh, I had out of battery. My cloud's no one.
Right, anyway. Alright, okay.
Leave him there.
Tidy season, not there now.
That's good, man. That's good. But you're always doing cool shit like that in Vegas.
I saw thing with fighting Vegas and all. What'd you call him? Pacquiao.
I seen,
Oh, aye,
I
man.
seen,
Tim Bradley fought.
I seen Mayweather.
Did you?
Yes, he fought Ortiz. Seen him and I went to UFC 100 in Vegas as well, and it was that's when I met Cowboy Cerrone actually.
That makes it, man, because you're excited all week because you're like, this is cars, but even better, we're going to the
Well,
UFC.
listen, see if he's ever going on holiday with Keezy, you don't get a minute to yourself.
Mate, I don't think Keezy's ever going to want to go on holiday was after last week.
Keezy was like that to me the other day. That's the funniest thing ever.
Oh, I
I
felt
loved
bad,
it.
man.
I loved it.
Bad,
Folk know what we're talking about. Was that in the show?
It's on Patreon if anybody wants to.
Oh, aye, it was
It's
Patreon.
part of
right.
Patreon.
Aye. You need to sign up.
Mate,
mate.
I re-listened to it after we did it, and I said it all yesterday.
It's
man,
tragic.
I felt sick.
Aye.
I actually listened to it.
Well, listen,
It pure backfired, didn't it, a wee bit?
I know. Ah, man, see,
That's what we get for trying to be smart arses.
Keep
But
talking.
the TikTok blew up, didn't it?
I know half.
TikTok was mental.
No half, aye. We are wee sweary.
I
A wee
know.
sweary video.
The Waynes keep asking to see that.
Aye.
You're joking, Derry.
Why don't you do one with them?
Because we were at the Rangers Museum on Saturday, me and Leo, and people were coming up, all right, mate, I love the podcast, blah, blah, blah. That video. And Leo's like, what is it, Dad? I was like, I can't show you. And then when he went and told Leila, he's like, Dad's got a video we can't see.
Do you
I was
know
like,
what?
I can't show you.
Aye. It was great idea, Ben.
It was a great idea.
I was going to say, you keep giving me. That was you. That was the.
No, you said you wanted to date later. And I went,
No,
let's
it
just date
wasn't-
it
no, it
now.
wasn't. It was me that said that.
No, it was me.
No, I said, hang on.
Boys,
It was me that
Kevin
suggested to
Bond,
do it.
Kevin Bond.
I was it.
It was me that
I just keep
suggested
getting the
to do it.
credit for it.
Oh.
I'll
Aye,
take it.
listen,
Still
you
Ben.
Just take the credit and
man.
run.
Take the credit. That's the game. So did then he's got a coupon up around like that the weekend?
Aye.
I saw him.
Aye.
I did.
So we might be in Vegas yet.
Oh, I got a coupon up and.
Did you?
Aye.
What did you put on?
And your dad got a coupon up and
Aye,
all.
well. I know, mate, I
Jesus
know.
God.
The Steveries who come into money.
Every one of them bet 3 each. I'm starting to think the inside job.
Aye, I go. Where's the screen grab? I
Aye.
go.
Pleased to meet you, Jack. I'm
How's
Jack.
it?
When are you letting in the day?
I had West Ham to beat Wolves, which I think they clawed back a
Aye.
victory.
I think they did, aye.
Dundee to beat Motherwell. No.
No,
Motherwell
Motherwell.
we beat Dundee.
Ah, there you go. What's that?
Aye. Because they went 2-0 up, didn't they?
I'm going, how did I get pissed? They've been screwed. Bet 3-6 have been screwed. Then Hearts. Tenham was a £10
Good
treble.
shout.
That's all right. Can't argue with that.
Gambleaware.co.uk.
That's remember. Once it stops, when the fun stops, stop.
When the fun stops, stop.
So anyway, I was talking to Barry from CBD Oil Scotland today.
That's a great story.
Yes, right.
Oh, this is a good story.
Right. So we'll get to CBD Oil Scotland stuff later on, but we've got a new sponsor coming on board this week, and their name are Easy Peasy Prizes.
Yes.
Right now, Easy Peasy Prize is one of Scotland's newest and best competition sites. They've already given away over 1.3 million in prizes to thousands of other lucky customers. Prizes include tax-free cash, cars, Rolexes, holidays, the latest tech, and so much more. Easy Peasy Prizes are also giving back. Some of the profits are donated to good causes and charities related to children and adults with life-limiting conditions.
Aye, and John, who
Yes.
is the lead man at Easy Peasy Prizes, he suffers from a muscular wasting condition.
Does he?
Yes.
And he's in charge of Easy Peasy. What a great guy. He's won awards over the years. He's won a Great Scott Award.
Yes.
Fantastic guy. He's done really, really well for himself. I have to say, Easy Peasy Prizes as well. I went on their page recently and they did go down to like local children's.
For Easter eggs and all that.
Handed out Easter eggs, so they really are close to the community. They do a really, really good job. And of course, we know a winner already, didn't we? Somebody that's the one
The
about
story is it's unreal.
Right, so Barry from CBD Oil Scotland came to see me today. and he was saying about how he was impressed with the First Point USA stuff.
Yes.
That we had been doing. He says, if you get any other sponsors coming on, I says, well, we're starting one today. It's called Easy Peasy Prizes. He went, fuck off. I went, what do you mean fuck off? And I'm thinking to myself, what is this company, Easy Peasy Prizes? Is it dodgy? Right, and he went like that. My mother-in-law won £1,050 off them last week.
Brilliant.
What are the odds in that?
That's
By the way,
amazing,
for 50 pence.
What, for 50 pence you put on?
She won £1,050 and she only put on 50 pence.
Yep,
Amazing.
correct. And her name is Sandra. That's Barry's mother-in-law, and she watches the podcast religiously.
Oh, get in there.
So Sandra, fair play. Fair play to you,
And
Sandra.
you were talking to me about First Point USA as well.
Yep, I was talking to him about First Point USA, but
Isn't that great to hear all the sponsors are all rimming one another? We're all getting along.
Wee bit to the left, Ross. Right,
Sorry, Barry.
so
No, but you think there might be a wee bit. It's good to hear that they've got a good working relationship.
Do you think they all get a wee night out together? And go?
I hope not if it ends like that.
Do you think like First Point phone up CBD and CBD phone up Easy Peasy and go, we'll get.
Right, yeah, listen.
Hey, we're ready, boys. It is a turn, you know.
You know, like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Well, the friend of my friend is also my friend. So one will all go out and get mad with it. Right, so taking part could not be any easier,
You
Stevie.
could be like Sandra if you head over to easypeasyprizes.com, choose a competition, answer the question, select the number of entries you require, and watch the live draw on Facebook. Plus, there is a discount code, APATS20. I'll say it again, APATS20.
I have to say, Easy Peasy Prizes, there is companies out there where you think that's a bit dodgy looking. I don't know if that's too good to be true. Easy Peasy Prizes are a legit company.
Aye.
They're a legit company. We know John, and he just wants to, I think he generally does want to
just help.
Aye, and maybe it was like, because he's been in a tough situation.
Well.
He's been in a tough situation all his days. And I think he really just wants to, especially all the community work he's done as well, give back. He's a very successful man, but very, very glad to be on side with Easy Peasy Prizes. So as Bob was going to say there, head on over to Easy Peasy now and check them out. Easy Peasy.
Lemon
Squeezy.
We also want to give thanks to First Point USA, and hopefully you've seen across our socials that we are in partnership with First Point USA. We were along at Broadwood a couple of weeks ago now. First Point USA are recognised as the world's leading sports scholarship and university sort of service. We went along and we saw youngsters who were playing in a trial, playing out their skin basically to try and impress, to then go to the next stage to possibly earn a sponsorship to go to the United States of America. A life-changing thing to happen to a young person. You go over there, you go to one of the top universities. It's not just football. It can be rugby. We were speaking to a rugby player who had been over in North Carolina for 6 years. And some of the stories that he told us, he honestly blew us away about the career that he ended up having, and how he came back with all his skills, and his father was so proud of him, and it actually gives a wee tear to eyes. But anyway, I would suggest, if you know somebody, if you've got a wee boy, a wee girl that's sport minded, has a bit of passion for sport, is good at it, thinks that they would be able to go to America and work under amazing teachers and scientists and sports absolute, do you know what I mean? So if you're watching this and you have a youngster of your own and they're into sport and they have big dreams, then I would suggest heading over there. Look no further. First Point USA. Get to their website, firstpointusa.com, and there's loads of information on the website about the team. They've got an amazing team. Andrew, who is like a former athlete, he's an All-American award winner, Hall of Famer at Cincinnati. You can check all their mission statements. You can read about other young people that have got experience about being in America. You can find out about the trials. People have blogs. You can see me getting shots taken into me when we played a wee penalty shootout.
You had a wee niggle though.
I had a niggle that morning.
You saved one of them?
I saved one of them, but then I ended up letting them score.
I felt bad for
one of the ones, isn't it? But as I said, they're recognised as the world's number one. We are very, very, very privileged to have First Point USA on the Pint and Two Shots team. We're going to be working a lot more closely with them in the coming weeks, so watch that. Watch this space. FirstPointUSA.com. Head on over there now. I tell you what, on Sunday morning I woke up, had that gig at Ibrox, but of course there was the Rangers and Celtic game, which is already a game that keeps you up for the full week before it. You don't get a wink of sleep.
Say Monday morning.
But I woke up on Sunday morning and I thought that now is the time to get a wee bit of CBD oil under my tongue, a couple of wee drips to settle the nerves.
Done the job.
Done the job. CBD Oil Scotland.com, who we give thanks to is our sponsor. I don't know they've been about since 2015, but I'll have to say the amount of people that have got back to us and said that they've been using CBD oil from CBDOilScotland.com, they love it. They take great pride in make sure they've got the best product they give to you. It's affordable as well. They deliver products to all over the country. There's a great team. Barry and all the troops there are brilliant. They love the show. They're big fans of the show. And if you're thinking CBD, is it something for you, then go online and look at CBD oil and how much it's changing people's lives. It's not even changing their lives. It's changing their dogs' lives. With the Cannibal, I use Cannibal. My dog, as I've said before, has separation anxiety, which is just many faults that my dog has. He's a wee shite.
You love him, really?
I don't, mate.
You don't, didn't you? Know?
I don't, man. No, I do actually. Now that you say that,
do you love him a bit more that he's taking the Cannibal?
I do, mate. He's been a new dog. Do you know what I mean? Ever since I've got him into the Cannibal, one day I take a wee bit of cold meat out and I put a wee bit in it and he just sits stoned out his box all day. So he's a good dog after that.
It's not hassle.
It's not hash. It's all perfectly legal, and it can help with your bowel issues, stomach issues. If you've got any muscle pain, joint pain, it does help with that as well. And we are giving you the chance to get 50% off at CBDOilScotland.com. Just head on over when you're at the checkout. Use the code Euro24 and you'll get 50% off. But not only that, you will be put into a prize draw. A prize draw for one of the hottest tickets, not only in town, but in the universe.
Yes.
The Euros is almost upon us. Scotland will play Germany in the opening game, and you could be there. And that is by putting in that code Euro24 at the checkout. You'll get 50% off. It makes us look good as well because we are a partner of Barry and CBDOilScotland.com. We love our sponsors. We've got a great relationship with them. I'll be taking a wee bit of CBDOilScotland.com gear tonight to get myself to sleep. We've had a long day. We pod and we pod on.
Aye, so listen, right, we're not doing an outro. Last week we moved on to the Patreon for the last wee while of the podcast, and we're going to do it again. And see the guy that says, love the podcast, fuck the Patreon. We love you, but fuck you too. See you.
Guys, head on over to Patreon, get signed up. We will be continuing this chitter chatter and many fun and games away as we take it into the second half of the show, which is now behind a paywall. We are big pieces of shit. See ya.
Gotcha.